Today I want to talk to you guys about why most people feel blocked on their awakening journey. If you've been on the spiritual path for a while now, you've probably felt this. You know the concepts, you understand the ideas. You've watched so many videos, read books about spirituality. You follow the signs, and yet you still feel stuck. But you're not alone. Most people on the awakening path, they feel blocked. And today I want to explain why. First, let's look at awakening versus integration. Awakening is the moment that you see the world for the truth that it is, the chaos, and you realize that something is not right. But integration is the process that you go through to become the person who can walk above it all. And awakening is about insight, and integration is about embodiment. Most people awaken, but they don't integrate, and they don't understand the concepts of integration, and they don't know how to change their patterns. And without integration, awakening becomes a trap. So let's understand now a little bit about nervous system block. Your consciousness may want to evolve, but your nervous system is too wired for survival. You can't embody 5D when you're still living in the 3D stress of this world. You're constantly on a 3D response. So your body is in fight, flight, or freeze mode. And you can't access higher states of consciousness this way. So this is why breath work, meditation, emotional regulation, all of which we're going to talk more on this channel on later videos. These are not optional. They are the foundation. You can't build a house without the foundation. Okay, so let's look a little bit about identity block. This is one of the biggest blocks because your consciousness evolves faster than your identity does. You know you're meant for more. Like you feel the expansion and you sense this shift that's happening. But your habits and your self-image and your environment, your emotional patterns are still like tied to the old version of you. So this creates a gap, a lag that makes you feel stuck. Okay, and there is another point, which is the distraction trap. And in my opinion, this is the most dangerous of all. Even people who are deeply spiritual, they fall for this, okay? Which are scrolling, reading the news every day, being caught up in drama, is constant stimulation, the noise of this world. These things, they fragment your attention and they disconnect you from your intuition, your inner guidance. You can't expand consciousness when you're feeding your mind with junk. So this is not a judgment on anyone, but it's about physics. Your attention is frequency. And we'll talk more about attention and frequency in videos later on. So the final missing step is embodiment. Most people, they try to think their way through awakening, but awakening is not intellectual. It's somatic, emotional, it's behavioral, and relational. We don't ascending by learning more. We ascending by becoming more. And the final message I have for you guys, if you have been feeling blocked, it doesn't mean you're failing. It just means you're human. Okay, we all go through these phases. And it means that you're ready for the next stage. And this stage, this next stage, is where awakening becomes embodied, becomes embodiment. That's exactly what we're going to explore on this channel. So don't forget to hit subscribe and follow for more.